Hello and welcome back to the channel. From the sun-scorched plains of ancient Persia to the meticulously organized phalanxes of Macedon, history witnessed one of the most dramatic confrontations the ancient world had ever seen. Alexander the Great versus Darius Roman III. This battle wasn't merely a clash of armies. It was the confrontation of empires, ideologies, and destinies. Today, we dive into the riveting tale of strategy, courage, and ambition that defined one of the most critical moments in history. Alexander Roman III of Macedon, commonly known as Alexander the Great, had already carved his name across the Greek world. Son of King Philip Roman II, Alexander inherited a well-drilled army and an unquenchable ambition. By the time he faced Darius Roman III, Alexander had already proven himself in campaigns that extended Macedon's influence far beyond its borders. Darius Roman III, meanwhile, was the reigning Persian monarch, ruling a vast empire that stretched from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea. Unlike Alexander, Darius's strength lay in the sheer size of his forces and the wealth of resources he could marshal. The stage was set near the banks of the Granicus River in 334 BCE, where Alexander launched his first decisive engagement against Persian satraps. But the ultimate confrontation would come at Gaugamela in 331 BCE, often hailed as Alexander's masterstroke. Facing a numerically superior army, Darius positioned his forces strategically, relying on a combination of chariots, cavalry, and infantry. Ancient sources suggest Darius may have fielded over 100 troops, while Alexander's Macedonians numbered barely 47. Yet, Alexander's genius lay not in numbers, but in precision, discipline, and audacious tactics. Alexander's approach at Gaugamela was calculated. He employed a refined phalanx formation, a tightly knit infantry arrangement armed with sarissas, or long spears, that could puncture enemy lines from a distance. Flanking cavalry units, led by Alexander himself, provided mobility and the ability to exploit weaknesses in the Persian line. Unlike Darius, whose forces were spread thin to cover the expansive battlefield, Alexander concentrated his troops in key points, striking with devastating efficiency. Darius, aware of Alexander's tactical brilliance, sought to outmaneuver him using war chariots equipped with scythes, designed to disrupt and terrify opposing infantry. Yet, Alexander's forces anticipated these moves. The Macedonians' agility and training allowed them to neutralize the chariot threat while maintaining cohesion. Contemporary accounts depict a scene of disciplined soldiers advancing under a hail of Persian arrows, undeterred, closing ranks with relentless determination. As the battle progressed, Alexander personally led his companion cavalry in a decisive charge aimed directly at Darius's position. This bold maneuver forced the Persian king to flee, effectively disintegrating the morale of his forces. The rout was catastrophic. Thousands of Persian soldiers were killed, many more scattered, and the path was opened for Alexander to claim the Persian heartland. The significance of this confrontation extends beyond mere battlefield victory. Alexander's triumph at Gaugamela marked the beginning of the end for the Achaemenid Empire. Darius's flight symbolized the collapse of centralized Persian resistance, ushering in a new era where Macedonian culture, military innovation, and leadership would dominate vast swaths of the known world. Alexander's campaigns reshaped the geopolitical map, spreading Hellenistic culture across regions as far-flung as Egypt, India, and Central Asia. Yet, Alexander's brilliance was not just in victory, but in his psychological mastery of warfare. He inspired loyalty in his men through shared risk and personal valor, creating an army that fought not out of obligation, but devotion. Meanwhile, Darius, despite ruling a sprawling empire, could not inspire the same cohesion among his diverse and scattered forces. This disparity between leadership styles underscores why numbers alone do not guarantee victory in war. Strategy, adaptability, and morale often prove decisive. In retrospect, the clash between Alexander and Darius Roman III serves as a timeless lesson in military history. It illustrates the potency of innovative tactics against numerical inferiority, the importance of leadership that inspires both fear and loyalty, and the profound consequences of battlefield decisions on the course of civilizations. Alexander's victory reshaped the ancient world, leaving an indelible mark that echoes through military academies, history books, and popular imagination even today. As we look back, the image of Alexander charging toward Darius, the clash of spears and shields, and the echoing cries of men caught in the whirlwind of battle remain iconic. This confrontation wasn't merely a fight for territory. It was a defining moment that highlighted the zenith of human ambition, courage, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. The story of Alexander versus Darius Roman III is not just history, it is a testament to the extraordinary impact a single individual can have on the world stage when strategy, vision, and courage converge. Even after centuries, the legacy of this clash continues to inspire leaders, historians, and enthusiasts alike. It reminds us that true greatness is measured not only by the lands one conquers, but by the enduring influence of one's vision, tactics, and ability to reshape history itself.